Hi Leo, welcome to Step Into Yourself Tarot. My name is Savannah. Thank you for joining me today for your collective reading. Please remember that this is a collective reading, meaning therefore not everything will resonate with you. So take what does resonate and applies to your situation, leave what does not. Once again, just thank you for being here. I sat with your energy and with spirit prior to your reading and got a lot of different downloads. One thing that I found very interesting is that Spirit was really talking to me through music and song lyrics, and I think you'll see that as I start going through the messages that Spirit has for you. The first image that I received was the image of a mountain, and there was a winding path surrounding the mountain, and that like kept going up. And there was a car driving along that path, and I could feel the wind, and I heard reggae music in the background. And then I heard the words, "It's not ready yet." And so I asked Spirit, what's not ready? And got the prompting to look it up. And a song came up called "Not Ready" by Naomi Rain. I've never heard this song before. But the lyrics said, "Let's just be honest. Jesus, I'm a mess. Can't seem to fill this void of emptiness. My bills are paid, but I'm still stressed. I need you. I need you. Can't hush these voices in my brain, singing songs of silence, sounds of shame. I need you. I need you. But if I tell the truth, I'm so afraid of truth. But I know it, and you know it." And then I was sitting with Spirit more and asking if there was any more messages for Leo. And at the beginning of the channeling, it was really difficult. Like I kept having to decipher, like, oh, is that my own thought or is that Spirit's? But I heard very clearly, "Get out of your own head." And so I was asking Spirit, okay, are you speaking to me? Are you speaking to Leo? And some images were revealed that told me it was definitely for Leo. Images of, I saw handcuffs, I saw a red light, and then I saw a stop sign. And I asked if there was anything else attached to those messages. Nothing came up. And then I heard "She knows now." And it actually prompted Stephen Marley. There's a song, a reggae song. So if you remember, I could hear reggae music in the background with that car driving on the path around the mountain. And so I looked up the lyrics for "She Knows Now" by Stephen Marley. And it says, "And she'll be sorry tomorrow, 'cause she knows now what the next day will bring. She's crying for joy, weeping in sorrows. Never let a woman tell you that she loves you when she don't really care that much. She feeling as if she lost, now she pay the cost. She's way below the not feeling in her heart, pain in every thought, searching from the start, yes. 'Cause now she's alone now. It seems the world is on her shoulders, and she crying, crying, crying. But time is longer than rope, and where there is life, there is hope. So keep your head up high, and don't give up the fight. Just try and try and try. She try and try and try. And Jah love is there for her, so she'll be out there tomorrow." So very interesting. In reggae, Jah is like spirit. So, and Jah love is there for her, so she'll be out there tomorrow. And then I heard the words time, ache, and love. And then the next image that I received was an individual standing on the precipice of, it just looked like blackness. It didn't look like a black hole or anything like that. It was just this individual like standing on a precipice, and it was just black. All that was like the only thing I could see. And I got a sense of anxiety and that this individual felt unsure about jumping in, like about jumping into the blackness. And then the next image that I received was balloons, and it's like a big bundle of balloons, and they were released into the sky, and I could see them like floating up. But I noticed that there was words on them. So perhaps this is a ritual that needs to be done, is what came to me. And I asked Spirit, what about this ritual? And I received, it's like two doves ascending, and wasn't really sure what that meant, and was prompted to look it up. And there was a song lyrics that came up, Two Doves, lyrics by Dirty Projectors. Once again, I'm not familiar with this song, but the lyrics state, geranium kisser, skin like silk and face like glass. Don't confront me with my failures. Kiss me with your mouth open. For your love, better than wine. For your cologne is really fragrant. Call on me, call on me, call on me. Your hair is like an eagle. Your two eyes are like two doves. But our bed is like a failure. All day up in the family. All the waning of the light to the chamber that conceived me. Call on me, call on me, call on me. And actually right now as I'm reading this, at the waning of the light to the chamber that conceived me. So I think that's referencing our bed is like a failure. Call on me, call on me, call on me. Geranium killer, throat of soil of and mind like stone. Please don't defend a silver lining around the halo of what is already shining. And at that point, Spirit said, you don't have to defend. And then the lyrics, when all the planets are aligning for an afternoon that's never ending, call on me, call on me, call on me. And then the next image that I received was yellow and purple flowers, and I heard the word bloom. And then I was asking, is there any more messages for Leo? And I saw the image of a lion and heard protection. And I was getting ready to ask Spirit, protect what? And Spirit said, protect what's yours. And so the lion is definitely represented with Leo. That is in the tarot. That's like your card. It means strength, protection for sure. And then the next image that I received was a key turning inside of a lock. The lock was of a house door, so it was like the handle to a house, and the key was turning inside of the lock. And I asked Spirit, any more messages? And I heard, no, that's enough. Interestingly enough, I then, prior to beginning recording, I opened up my phone briefly, and the very first thing that popped up was a quote, and it said, sound will be the medicine of the future. And I just knew that that had something to do with your reading, Leo, with all of this reference to song lyrics and sound. Spirit was showing sound will be the medicine of the future. So we will see how this all plays into your reading today. There's a lot here, but mostly in lyrics, which I found very, very interesting. So perhaps some of you really love your music, or perhaps music speaks to you. We will see, because it was a lot of songs and sound. And Spirit says at the very end, sound will be the medicine of the future. So very interesting, really excited to get into your reading. I'm going to keep this alongside of me so that I can reference. Let me move my coffee cup over a little bit. And We're going to start with some overarching energies, and then I will get into the tarot and oracle as Spirit guides me. So thank you so much, Leo, for being here today. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, for entrusting me. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading. Thank you for your messages that you are providing for Leo. Show me Leo, Spirit. Show me Leo. Overarching energies for Leo's reading today. Hope you're having a great week. I actually had quite a scare last night. I had to take my dog to the emergency vet. She had some kind of allergic reaction. She's much better today, and the swelling is almost down. So very grateful about that. Show me Leo, Spirit. Overarching energies for Leo today. Your season is coming up. Super excited about that. I'm a Leo sun sign, by the way. So pretty soon, my birthday season. Vesica Pisces. I've never got this card. But what's so interesting is the balance that's represented in this card. It's like two circles, I'm looking at it as like entities, and they're overlapping. And in the center, there's like a heart that's illuminated, and it's adorned in beautiful like stones. And that itself is within two smaller circles, and then there's two longer lines that are also representing balance that span the whole width of both entities. So interesting. So I'm definitely seeing unity here. I'm seeing alignment. I'm seeing balance between two. And at the center is a heart that is illuminated. Interesting. But then it's also like individual entities too, because there's light shining, there's light beaming from both circles. It's not just like in the center, it's coming from both. So this is telling me perhaps allowing both individual lights to shine, and in that, in the coming together, there's balance, and it's a one unified heart that is surrounded in light, that's beaming in light, beaming in goodness. It's beautiful. Interesting. What else for Leo, Spirit? Overarching energies for Leo. Remembrance. I'm seeing Wheel of Fortune here. So time has passed. The flow of life. Perhaps Spirit is prompting you to remember something on your life journey. Interesting. Love the purples in this. Oh, that goes to I saw those purple flowers. Purple represents like royalty. Visualize. And here we have the lotus flower at the tip of the head. The lotus flower represents blooming. Bloom. But it blooms from care and from love and from nurture. So perhaps Spirit is saying something in regards to remember, nourish with care and love, nurture so that you can bloom. Interesting. One more, Spirit. One more overarching energy here for Leo. The colors in these are beautiful. It's like that purple and yellow, like the flowers that I saw, and I heard the word bloom. One more overarching energy for Leo. One more, Spirit. One more overarching energy for Leo. Grounding. I see a world here, which signifies the end of one cycle, the beginning of another. And what's interesting is the hands that are holding the world are purple, and then we see this yellow that is the light. And coming out of this new cycle or this world is the tree of life. So the tree of life is our roots that extend into every aspect of our lives. So relationships, work, family, household, 3D reality, the things that we put our efforts towards, the things that we work towards. It's our legacy. Interesting. Thank you for that, Spirit. I'm going to pull from the Moonology deck. What further messages do you have for Leo? Actually, before I do that, I just want to show you these cards again. If I can. A lot of purple and yellow here. So connectivity between two, unity, alignment, balance, remembrance. And I said the Wheel of Fortune, time has passed, the flow of life, beginning another phase of the journey, and then visualize with the lotus, nurture. A lotus blooms when we nurture love and care. And then grounding, and that earth that is held by the two purple hands. So royalty, authority perhaps, and then the tree of life is extending beyond that. And so the tree of life is everything that it's basically our roots, the roots that extend beyond ourselves in our life, in our world. What messages do you have for Leo today, Spirit? Thank you for those overarching energies. What messages do you have for Leo today? What do you want Leo to be thinking about in their reading? A fiery climax approaches. Yeah, so that world, like I said, is the end of one cycle, the beginning of a new. So a fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. It's time to release negativity. There we have that purple again, that royalty, that authority. It's time to release negativity. You're very close to achieving your goal. So perhaps visualize that goal. In a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. So perhaps here Spirit is saying, have a selfless mentality. Be more concerned with giving rather than taking. Interesting. in the Two Doves songs, it says, don't confront me with my failures, kiss me with your mouth open. So perhaps that's that idea or concept of giving rather than taking. Taking, like, don't confront me with my failures, don't point out, don't focus on the negativity, kiss me with your mouth open. So be open to giving to me. And Spirit says it's time to release negativity. Very interesting. All right. Feeling the archetypes. Spirit, show me what other, the castle. So here we see that flower. It's adorned in pearls. There's an eye in the center, a closed eye. Interesting. And then the Lover. Doesn't surprise me based on that first card that I pulled. Interesting. So here we have a swan, the Father, so what's interesting about this is there's shadow side and then there's light. Feel like there's one more out of the archetype, Spirit, for Leo. One more. Oh. Apocalypsis. Interesting. There's that eye at the center again. And it looks like some kind of maze. Like surrounding. It's all this black and white. Interesting. Apocalypsis. Interesting. And then at the bottom of the deck, the Nectar. And the hand is like reaching for that blooming flower. Interesting. And then the Flame. I don't know why I'm pulling this. I was feeling called to. The Flame. Okay, so we have the Castle, we have the Lover, the Father, Apocalypsis, the Nectar, and the Flame. Thank you for that, Spirit. I'm definitely going to get into the text on these. I feel like there's definitely some messages here that Spirit has for you, Leo. So the Castle, 149. Okay, the castle, the palace, the penthouse, the fortress. It's no wonder fairy tales tell of sleeping princesses within castle walls. Like most archetypes, the castle is loaded with duality. And so if you remember this card at the beginning, that duality that's represented, it represents abundant riches, seductive fantasy, ornate wonders, and lavish adornments, yet the walls are thick, cold, and shadowy. This card points to a tendency to hold on to possessions, quite possibly a literal home or position that project the image of achievement, while the soul longs to run barefoot in the forest, leaving it all behind. At times we must, quote unquote, settle down, yet the castle lulls us with its spell of materialism, and we fall asleep to our deepest dreams. The castle can be a motivating force, an enchanting goal to travel toward, but is best not to linger within its walls of decadent deception for too long. So I feel like here, Spirit saying, don't hold on to the tendency to hold on to possessions or a position that projects the image of achievement while your soul longs to run barefoot in the forest, leaving it all behind. So really listen to your inner self and don't hold on to an image that may signify to others achievement when internally you're wanting to run barefoot. You're wanting to leave the castle. Interesting. If this card appears with the king, the queen, or the maiden, know that you've entered into long-standing family dynamics that include property and power. Notice how castles are designed to keep things out they defend. They separate. It is likely there's connection and community beyond its walls that will revitalize you. So that idea of defending, and remember when I was getting the lyrics, it said, throat of soil of and mind like stone, please don't defend a silver lining around the halo of what is already shining. And Spirit said you don't have to defend. Interesting. And Spirit saying what exists beyond the walls of the castle is what will revitalize you. Connection. Very cool. Okay. And then the Lover. Let's see. The Lover 95. So I'm thinking of that card in terms of the tree of life that I talked about, the roots that extend beyond oneself. What do you want me to say about that, Spirit? The tree of life in the castle. The roots that extend beyond ourselves. I'm hearing split. And in this card, the light like splits right through the middle of the tree. So perhaps split from this idea that the castle is prosperity. Interesting. Oh, and it reminds me of the standing on the precipice of blackness. Like if you come outside the castle, you're not protected by it. So it could be that sense or that feeling of you're in the precipice of blackness. You don't know what lies ahead. And remember, I felt that anxiety and that uncertainty about jumping in. And Spirit saying, beyond the walls of the castle is where you will feel rejuvenated, revitalized. Interesting. Okay, let's get into the Lovers. 95. The heart, the beloved, the devoted. Pulsing through the heart of the lover is gratitude. The lover appreciates and experiences the world through the senses, reveling in beauty, song, art, music, scents, and sensuality. This energy awakens at the tip of our tongue when we taste the sweetness of honey, kiss a lover, or speak gentle words to a child. And actually, there was that part. Kiss me with your mouth open, for your love is better than wine. For your cologne is really fragrant. Call on me, call on me, call on me. The lover lingers in foreplay, aroused not by the quote-unquote getting there, but by the slow merging of self and other. This energy is usually experienced for short periods of time, as in order to feel it, we must be fully present and awake. Remember that grounding energy, with no expectations or rules about what quote-unquote should be. That idea of it's time to release negativity. Rather, the lover is in awe of what the world presents, reveling in the glorious details, grateful to savor every last drop of life's offerings. And we see that in the grounding card. And it's like the hands are like presenting the world, and coming out of that world is the tree of life. The roots are legacy. How interesting, though. It really draws attention to the senses, song, art, music, scents, and sensuality. This energy awakens at the tip of our tongue when we taste the sweetness of honey, kiss a lover, or speak gentle words to a child. When you hold someone's gaze for several moments, you'll feel the lover within you awaken. It is common to seek the lover in another. The true gift is finding the lover in yourself. Interesting. The lover archetype is present everywhere, not just where conventional forms of pleasure and beauty are found. The lover's awe is unconditional. Interesting. The lover lingers in foreplay, aroused not by the getting there, but by the slow merging of self and other, which I see in this. Remember, I said that there was like two different energies here, two different entities, let's say energies. And there was balance and alignment. The slow merging of self and other. In order to feel it, we must be fully present and awake, with no expectations or rules about what quote-unquote should be. Interesting. A time to give rather than take. Please don't defend a silver lining around the halo of what is already shining. This could have something to do with the ritual that I saw. So the balloons had words on them and they needed to be released in the sky. They were released. And I said, perhaps that's a ritual that needs to be done. And I asked Spirit, what about this ritual? And received, it's like two doves ascending. What do you want me to say about this, Spirit? I'm hearing let go of ideas. Let go of... What kind of ideas? From the past. we'll see where where Spirit takes us with that. Excuse me. Okay, the next card that we have is the Father. So 65. The Great Father, the masculine, the protector. So alongside the mother, the father resides in the central axis of the archetypal family. The father embodies both light and dark aspects of the masculine. Thus, he is infinitely dynamic and complex. His energy is strong and regal, embodying such virtues as honesty, wisdom, and loyalty. Yet, ironically and simultaneously, the father is often absent, literally or emotionally. Through absence or action, the father eventually reveals that he is neither a king nor a god, but a human being with many flaws and wounds. He is both the guardian and the one who leaves us to the wolves. Here, yet gone, the champion and the failure. The father can never resolve or escape this duality. It is inherent in the archetype itself. Witnessing the father's limitations allows the child to grow beyond the family and into the world. Oh, and there was that lyric about that. Your hair is like an eagle, your two eyes are like two doves, but our bed is like a failure, all day up in the family. At the waning of the light to the chamber that conceived me. And Spirit is saying here, witnessing the father's limitations allows the child to grow beyond the family and into the world. So we have the world here. Interesting. So when in the light, the father is supportive, strategic, regal, and a kind authority. When in the dark, disappearing, disappointing, devastated by failures. Interesting. The masculine. Not sure how that plays into your reading, but it is in the lyrics. But our bed is like a failure, all day up in the family, at the waning of the light to the chamber that conceived me. Can't hush these voices in my brain, singing songs of silence, sounds of shame. I need you, but if I tell the truth, I'm so afraid of truth. But I know it and you know it. He is both the guardian and the one who leaves us to the wolves. Interesting. Okay, and then we have Apocalypsis, which is an initiation, and 215. Removing the veil of deception. Oh, that goes back to, let's just be honest. Jesus, I'm a mess. I can't seem to fill this void of emptiness. My bills are paid, but I'm still stressed. I need you. I need you. The veil of deception. Get out of your own head. And then the song by Stephen Marley, She Knows Now, and she'll be sorry tomorrow because she knows what the next day will bring. She's crying for joy, weeping in sorrows. She's way below the not feeling in her heart, pain in every thought, searching from the start. Yes, because she's alone now. It seems the world is on her shoulders and she crying. Okay, so apocalypsis indicates a particularly painful time, one that unfolds when two disparate dynamics occur simultaneously, pulling the psyche in seemingly opposing directions. The first is the lifting of the veil. This means truths that have been kept in the dark are revealed, seen, and unearthed. No matter how relieving it is to witness them come into the light, an element of despair and grief follows. The second dynamic is the regeneration that comes from the wreckage of the revealed truth. The old narrative breaks and a new story forms. Apocalypse's energy is similar to a forest fire's devastation for the sake of regeneration. The veil lifts and we see who and what has been hiding. From the nakedness of the truth, a child is born. Have faith in the process. Hold on to your center. That is the only way. Get out of your own head. Hold on to your center. Perhaps something with the lion. So the lion indicates strength. Protection of the self, protection of others. And I heard protect what's yours. Interesting. So what I'm feeling here is that discomfort in finding out truth or discovering truth, allowing yourself to actually face those truths, and regenerating that which comes from the wreckage of the revealed truth. The old narrative breaks and a new story forms. And I see that in the She Knows Now song. At the end, it's talking about two different energies, and it's saying, but time is longer than rope, and where there is life, there is hope. So keep your head up high and don't give up the fight. Just try and try and try. And then she try and try and try. And Jah love is there for her, so she'll be out there tomorrow. Interesting. All kinds of things will be revealed during a time of apocalypsis, from big global lies to little white ones that lace the bedroom sheets. Oh, and if you remember in that song, the hair is like an eagle, your two eyes are like two doves, but our bed is like a failure, all day up in the family, at the waning of the light to the chamber that conceived me. From big global lies to little white ones that lace the bedroom sheets. Brace yourself for the horse of truth to storm from every field. Very interesting. Okay, and then we have the nectar, which I feel like is in the tools. And it is 181. The nectar, the medicine, the elixir, the garden. In Hindu mythology, there's a miraculous substance known as amrit or nectar that contains infinite healing power. This golden nectar or sacred elixir is the drink of immortality, and like its sister substance, soma, is known to activate subtle, intelligent forces that ease the mind, body, and spirit. Though esoteric, these images lead us to the central energy of this archetype, the sweet, potent, heavenly essence that lubricates our spirit back to life. The nectar card calls us to identify and relish in places, practices, people, and activities that regenerate and heal. So going back to that idea of the regeneration, within the Apocalypsis card. Medicine is needed, and it comes in subtle form that you may be overlooking. Seek the most sensuous, fragrant flower in the garden. And if you remember, I had the image of the yellow and the purple flowers. Seek the most sensuous, fragrant flower in the garden you have forgotten. Don't underestimate this remedy. It is said when someone has activated this substance within, it is reflected in their shimmering eyes. Interesting. And we had the eyes represented in the other archetypes. Let's see, anything else? Sense the nectar within you, dripping from the crown of the head and soothing the brain. Let it drip down the spine like sweet honey. So healing energy here. So despite the these truths that are understood, faced, acknowledged, the wreckage that comes from that, there is regeneration, there is healing, there is medicine. And remember, sound will be the medicine of the future. So perhaps music is something that, Leo, you can turn to that's going to provide that nectar for you. Interesting. Okay, and then the flame. Let's see. The flame. I feel like it's the tools. 167, yes. Okay, the fire, the spark, the glimmer. In Sanskrit, the word for fire is Agni. The ancient yogis saw this flame at the center of the abdomen and believed it to be responsible for our vitality. When it is lit, we are connected to our purpose and sense that life is a sacred gift. It is said that those who cannot see the sacred around them have let their inner flame go out. Think of this card as a call to reignite that fire, to cup your hands gently around those things you've forgotten, and protect the flame no matter how harshly the winds around you blow. It could be an inner archetype that begs you to light its wick. It is likely that the poet, the mystic, or the shaman would call to you with the language of the flame. So there's so much in here that relates to the different cards and the messages that have been revealed. So I'm going to take it one by one. Let's see. When it is lit, we are connected to our purpose and sense that life is a sacred gift. It is said that those who cannot see the sacred around them have let their inner flame go out. Let's see. Who cannot see the sacred around them have let their inner flame go out. Get out of your own head. She's feeling as if she's lost. Now she pays the cost because now she's alone now. It seems the world is on her shoulders and she's crying, crying, crying. And then it says, think of this card as a call to reignite that fire. So lion represents fire as well. Leo, you are the sign of fire. To cup your hands gently around those things you've forgotten. So remember, no matter how harshly the winds around you blow, a fiery climax approaches. It could be an inner archetype that begs you to light its wick. Interesting. To enliven the connection with this archetypal energy, practice the candle gazing technique called Tritaka. Notice how lighting a single candle in any space brings magic to the room and creates a sense of reverence. The archetypal fire is at the beginning of all transformation, purification, and manifestation. Nearly every spiritual lineage honors the flame. Very interesting. Okay, so what I'm really gathering from all of the different archetypes is this idea or this need to step outside of what has been comfortable in the castle. And there's a real truth being revealed here about what you've thought might be comforting, prosperity, etc. Spirit is saying, no, transformation exists beyond that. And though that journey is going to be difficult, apocalypsis, it's also going to lead to transformation. And that idea of that blackness and the anxiety that I felt with this individual getting ready to, like they were afraid to jump in to the blackness, Spirit saying, light your flame, light your flame. Fuel yourself with the nectar. Release the negativity. You're very close to achieving your goal. Perhaps visualize you lighting your flame and jumping into that blackness. Because Spirit is saying outside of the castle is where that transformation is going to occur, where that fulfillment is going to occur. Interesting. All right, excellent. That's a lot, Spirit. Thank you so much for that for Leo. Where do we go next? Where do we go next for Leo? Seeing oracles, okay. What other messages do you have for Leo? Oh, that's way too many. Way too many, Spirit. What other messages do you have for Leo? What other messages do you have for Leo? It's not personal. People's reactions or opinions of me are really not about me at all. People tend to project their own insecurities or fears onto another. So when someone speaks unkindly to me, I'll remember they have something going on that has nothing to do with me. And yeah, so in the Father, we saw the shadow side and the light side. And Spirit was saying that though nurturing, the Father can also throw us to the wolves. And Spirit saying it's not personal. Their reactions or opinions of you are not really about you at all. People tend to project their own insecurities or fears onto another. Dance it out. I can move emotions through my body by dancing. Whenever I start to feel built up energy or crankiness, I'll play some music and move intuitively. I don't have to look a certain way. Simply move and feel as the stress or heaviness begins to ease out of my body. And so perhaps music is like a sanctuary for you. If we think about the castle, it was about image and what looked like achievement to others. And this is saying, I don't have to look a certain way. Simply move and feel as the stress or heaviness begins to ease out of your body. Move and feel. There's something in that. Move and feel. What do you want me to say about that, Spirit? Move and feel. Move. Enter the next stage of the journey. Remember. Remember where your journey is leading you to. Feel. Come into alignment. Come into balance. within yourself and with another. Remember, we had the Lovers card. Anything else for Leo? Anything else for Leo? My own energy. I love being there for friends and family while staying true to myself. I don't let others' energy or mood affect my own. To help a friend in a hole, I don't need to jump in the hole with them. Simply reach out a hand. It's up to them to do the rest. And I think I saw that in the one song where it's saying, your hair is like an eagle, your two eyes are like two doves, but our bed is like a failure, all day up in the family, at the waning of the light to the chamber that conceived me. And that idea of call on me, call on me, call on me. And Spirit saying, you can extend a hand. Simply reach out your hand, but it's up to them to do the rest. You can be there for others while staying true to yourself. I don't let others' energy or mood affect my own. And then gratitude. I love acknowledging all the little things I am grateful for. No matter what I have going on, I always have things to be thankful for. When I am feeling upset, I can fill up a page with the things I appreciate. This begins to shift my mood and focus onto those which bring me joy. And Spirit says it's time to release negativity. Interesting. Anything else, Spirit, before we get into the tarot? Outrageous openness. Dear love, open me to your will. Release me from my attachments. Surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed, and I am open to receive. Outrageous openness. And remember, there was that card, a time to give rather than take. Interesting. Energetic clearing. During crises, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. Yeah, fear and attachments in your Apocalypsis card. So during crises, you're being emptied of those things so that you can step into a more luminous plan. Excellent. All right, so we're going to get into the tarot. I'm hearing 5 cards. All right, Spirit, give me 5 cards for Leo. Give me 5 cards for Leo. Give me 5 cards for Leo. What other messages do you have for Leo? This is beautiful, Leo. Absolutely beautiful. When all the planets are aligning that divine plan for an afternoon that's never ending, call on me, call on me, call on me. Key turning inside of a lock. Still don't really know what that's reference to, unless it's just stepping into these experiences, into truth. Perhaps into this unity because it fits. That alignment. He has to be aligned with the keyhole in order to turn. Oh yeah, and there was that wheel that I was saying, the flow of life, and you're stepping into the next part of your journey. The key. You hold the key. I'm hearing. You hold the key. One more, Spirit, for Leo. Hierophant, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Judgment, Knight of Cups. All right, excellent. Okay, so the Hierophant, I'm not surprised to see this based on that Father card and the Castle. The things that we believe, the things that we abide by, that surround commitment, Hierophant energy, commitment. It's like our book of life that we have operated by. But one aspect that people often forget about the Hierophant is it should be commitment to thyself first and foremost. And what I'm seeing in the rest of your spread, Six of Pentacles, giving and taking, a time to give rather than to take, reciprocity. I'm going to give generously. I'm going to balance these scales. Ten of Cups. It's going to bring me heart fulfillment, heart abundance with many. I'm making a judgment call. And I'm moving towards where my heart is. It's beautiful. So I see you actually stepping outside of that castle, outside of the quote-unquote what should be. You are, in fact, lighting your own flame with outrageous openness, energetic clearing, the nectar, things that are going to fuel you. Like the lion, protection, protect what's yours. Sound will be the medicine of the future. Balloons released in the sky. Let's see. Let's get some clarifiers out. I heard the words time, ache, and love. So time represented in that wheel, or how I saw it as the wheel. The ache, the apocalypsis, love, the lover, and then that Vesica Pisces card. Show me the Hierophant. I want to see the book of life that you're referencing here. The beliefs, the values. Show me the Hierophant for Leo. Show me the Hierophant. Show me the Hierophant for Leo. Two more, Spirit. Show me the Hierophant for Leo. Such a beautiful reading. But if I tell you the truth, I'm so afraid of truth, but I know it and you know it. So the Hierophant. Let's see. How does this relate, Spirit, to the Hierophant? And then the next thing, handcuffs. Next image I received was handcuffs. A red light, a stop sign. I have a feeling this has to do with your Hierophant, Leo. Let's see. One more. One more for Leo for the Hierophant. Eight of Wands. Nine of Pentacles, the Sun. Okay. So I'm committing to Eight of Wands communication, moving towards this in a forward momentum. Nine of Pentacles, it's going to bring me personal abundance, personal fulfillment in what I am building. So unlike the castle, which was this idea of protection, but actually the transformation existed outside of it, you're showing me, no, what I build, I need to be able to see myself in it and feel personally fulfilled from it. The sun, it'll bring me a personal sense of joy, of warmth, of happiness, of fulfillment. It's beautiful. And with your Hierophant, you're claiming this. You're saying, this is where I am going. This is where I'm going to put my energy, my forward movement, my forward direction. I am moving towards building something that I can see myself reflected in, something that brings me personal abundance and fulfillment, and it brings me warmth and joy, and I am claiming this. I'm committing to this. Excellent. And then we see the reciprocity, the Ten of Cups, the Judgment, and the Knight of Cups, which is all, I'm going to balance this. I'm going to give to this and also receive. I'm going to create reciprocity. I'm going to create that balance so that I can have fulfillment with another. I want to see your Ten of Cups. This is beautiful, Leo. Yeah, and the She Knows Now song says, time is longer than rope, and where there is life, there is hope. So keep your head up high and don't give up the fight. Just try and try and try. She try and try and try, and Jah love is there for her, so she'll be out there tomorrow. So that's like that fulfillment. You try, I try, reciprocity, and we can have this Ten of Cups. Show me Ten of Cups for Leo. Show me Ten of Cups for Leo. One more, Spirit. Ten of Cups for Leo. Knight of Swords, sharp knowledge, the Devil, Four of Pentacles. Okay. So there's been sadness surrounding achieving Ten of Cups with many, right? So Ten of Cups, when I see all the different people and things in my life that bring me joy and fulfillment, it's brought me sadness. The Devil, negative thoughts, negative behaviors, negative thought patterns, attachments, and we had that energetic clearing card about attachments and emptying you of fear and attachments. So the Devil is definitely fear-based. So I've had fear about taking action towards what I know to be true. Knight of Swords. And that's like swift movement there. Because Four of Pentacles, actually, one sec. I was seeing that as the Four of Cups. That's not. Four of Pentacles, deep breaths and... Let me see. Despite my fear about the truth, Four of Pentacles, I'm holding on to the knowledge that I have, the very sharp insight that I have. I'm holding on to that. So going back to your Hierophant card, I'm claiming this, and I'm not going to allow that devil that fear, those attachments, to keep me away from what I know to be true. Knight of Swords, Ten of Cups. That's beautiful. Let me see what you know to be true. Knight of Swords. I feel like I need more on this. What does Leo know to be true? Knight of Swords. Sharp knowledge. Swift action. Show me Knight of Swords for Leo, Spirit. Show me Knight of Swords for Leo. One more. Knight of Swords for Leo. Three of Cups, Page of Swords, Queen of Cups. I know that I can have harmony in this. I can balance this. I can have cooperation in this. I'm stepping towards that truth, and I'm doing so with the fullness of heart. Queen of Cups. I'm putting my full heart into this in order to create nurture, stability, nurturing energy in the Queen of Cups. I'm putting my full heart into this because I know I can achieve 10 of Cups. Excellent. And then Judgment. That's the judgment call that you're making, the decision. Show me Judgment. Show me Judgment for Leo. Show me Judgment for Leo. Show me Judgment for Leo. One more, Spirit. Judgment for Leo. Making a decision. Judgment. I know what's correct for me. Similar to the Justice card with balance. Judgment. Nine of Swords. Four of Swords. Okay, so this judgment call has been really difficult. It's brought me a lot of anxiety. But in my deep healing and rest, Four of Swords, after time, after exploring what's been under my moon, I am making this judgment call and I know what's correct for me. You're showing me Judgment twice, so this was not an easy decision. Show me the second Judgment. Show me the second Judgment. Show me the second Judgment for Leo. One more, Spirit. Show me that Judgment for Leo. The World, Death, Ace of Wands. Yes. All right, excellent. So Death is claiming this old cycle of anxiety, and a new cycle is beginning. So death isn't necessarily a negative thing. It's actually a good thing when it's clearing out what existed before. Ace of Wands, I have new energy to bring this in, to connect with this, to put my energy towards this. A new beginning, creating a new beginning. Excellent. That's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And in that new beginning, I know that I'm going to personally be fulfilled and that I'm going to feel warmth and the sun and joy and abundance and happiness. Oh, Leo, that's beautiful. And then Knight of Cups. I'm going to give my heart to someone. I'm going to offer my cup to another. Show me Knight of Cups. Show me Knight of Cups for Leo. Show me Knight of Cups for Leo. Knight of Cups for Leo. One more, Spirit. Knight of Cups for Leo. This is gorgeous, Leo. Super excited for you. The High Priestess. I have intuitive knowing. I'm manifesting. 5 of Pentacles. Despite my insecurity, despite the loss that I felt, I have intuitive knowing about what I've manifested, what I'm pulling in to my reality. It may come with some loss, feelings of loss or insecurity, but you're saying intuitively, I know this is correct for me. I know where my heart goes. That's beautiful. I want to see your High Priestess. I want to see what you intuitively know. So I see you are stepping outside that castle. You are stepping into that blackness. And like the apocalypsis, the things that are not prosperity are going to be removed, and it may feel like loss. But you're showing me, no, I've manifested this. I'm pulling this in. I'm following my heart. Knight of Cups. Show me the High Priestess for Leo. A new cycle is beginning, and I'm going at it. I'm pulling this in with great enthusiasm and for a new beginning. Show me High Priestess for Leo. You showed me Judgment twice. This decision was hard for you. Wheel of Fortune, time has passed. I'm laying down my burdens. 5 of Swords, change in perspective, conquest of others. Okay, time has passed. I'm beginning a new journey. I'm laying down the burdens and the anxiety. It's in reverse. I'm laying it down because I have new perspective. That's beautiful. I have new perspective and I intuitively know what is correct for me. Judgment twice. Excellent. That's beautiful, Leo. Yay. All right. Let me get, I want to get a couple advice cards for you, Leo. So I think overall, Spirit is saying this journey is not going to feel good. But we need to step outside of what we think protects us, what we think symbolizes or looks like achievement. Spirit saying, no, walk away from that and step into what actually fuels you. Light that flame for yourself again. Give rather than take. Remember, have outrageous openness. A new climax approaches. Let go of negativity. And you're very close to achieving your goal. Perhaps that unity. That unity with another. Spirit saying, remember it, visualize it, manifest it. The Magician. It's excellent. So a lot of people don't overcome the devil. But you have. You're saying, no, I have intuitive knowing. High Priestess. I know where my heart is. I know how to create stability in this because I know it's going to bring me personal fulfillment and abundance, warmth, happiness, joy, the Sun, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, ultimate happiness. I have intuitive knowing of where I'm putting my heart, and a new cycle is beginning, the next phase of my journey. The key turning inside the lock. Don't give up the fight. Just try and try and try. She try and try and try. So she'll be out there tomorrow. Be on the mountain, climbing the mountain. Feel the wind. It's like two doves ascending. Remember the release of the balloons? It's like two doves ascending. That's beautiful. Sound will be the medicine of the future. Final advice for Leo. Final advice for Leo, Spirit. Thank you so much for this. Final advice for Leo. Anything final? Oh, this one wants to come out. Open to the universe. I am discovering my worth and my abilities. I have confidence in my value and my potential. I reclaim my inner power. I accept and love myself completely. Thus, I am open to the divine light of the universe. So I have confidence in my value and in my potential. I reclaim my inner power. Excellent. Excellent. Belief. I believe in myself, the beauty of life, and the goodness of God. Thus, I have the power to fulfill my dreams. The will of the Almighty supports me. My life is showered in divine light, and my heart opens to the power of the universe. It's beautiful. Excellent. And then me. I allow serenity to reign in me. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. I listen to, honor, and strive to fulfill the needs of my soul. Yeah, and I see you doing that here in the tarot. The things that you knew to be true for yourself. That's beautiful. All right, final message, Spirit. Final advice. Final message that you have for Leo. Final message. Final message. Call on me, call on me, call on me. That's like really sticking out to me right now. Perhaps lean on those that support you. Lean on Spirit. Count all of your blessings, even the small ones. Show gratitude and appreciation for all that you have in your life and that has yet to come into it. Your best days are still ahead of you. Isn't that a wonderful thought? Your best days are still ahead of you. It's beautiful. Ace of Wands. I have the energy. Very new beginning. Whenever you talk to us, it never goes unheard. We hear every single word. This is your confirmation that we are assisting you, guiding you, and ensuring your wishes finally come to fruition. Be patient. Everything will come together for you. Oh, I love that. Go back to the heart of who you truly are. There you will find peace. Look at your life in its entirety. Acknowledge any old wounds and then release them like the balloons. Release them. So perhaps write what those wounds are on the balloon and release them in a ritual. And Spirit said it's like two doves ascending. Use what they taught you as added strength. Keep moving forward with a renewed sense of confidence. Yes. High Priestess, intuitive knowing. That's beautiful. So Spirit is saying, listen to yourself. Step outside that comfort zone of the castle. Allow the apocalypsis to shed light and truth. Fuel yourself with the nectar. Light your own flame within you so that you can step into this new cycle, this new journey, and that which is intuitively what you know to be true for yourself. Judgment twice. what's going to bring you Nine of Pentacles, personal fulfillment, personal abundance. I can see myself reflected in my world, in the things that I'm building. The sun, the warmth, the joy, the heart fulfillment. I know where my heart points. So go after it, Leo. I love this for you. I hope this helps you. Leave it in the comments and take care.